Look, I'm
sorry. Won't you come in?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yes, you were saying?
Oh, no, ladies first.
Age before beauty, I insist.
You got me. What I wanted to go over and say is that when you told me about you and Dimitri getting back together, I acted quite a bit like the north end of a horse going south. And I just want to say I'm very sorry. Your turn.
I was unkind. I took my anger at Dimitri out on you. And it's not your fault that he's a jerk stuck in the Stone Age. So I'm sorry. I assume you forgive me?
Yeah. I forgive you. You forgive me?
Of course I do.
So since you're referring to Dimitri as a jerk, I take it you guys haven't worked things out. Any chance you still will?
We need a bloodhound around here to keep track of where everyone is. You avoiding me?
Maximilian's restless. I'm taking him out for a long ride.
You are avoiding me. Was it something I said?
Just, busy.
You've been holed up here for days. And you look like something just fell off a truck. Let me guess. Erica pitched a fit when you decided to postpone the divorce instead of calling it off.
The divorce is going through right on schedule. The sooner I get Erica out of my life, the better.
This is about Dell. He's a snake.
He is a sensitive boy who made one bad call. Would you tell him I'm on the mark?
Oh, come on, guys. The only opinion about Dell around here that means anything is Dixie's.
See? He agrees. Tad's on my side.
I'm on Dixie's
That's 3 against 1. Now, we can all stand up for that sweet boy. Why can't you?
Because that sweet boy is a scoundrel who can't be trusted. And if you and Dixie are too stupid, too naive...
All right, now hold it just right there a minute, Palmer. I'm not about to stand here and let you insult my wife and my mother. Now, you take a deep breath, count to 10, and apologize to Opal. So help me God, I'll make damn sure you... Well, you'll regret it.
Dell? Why are you going to see Dr. Walsh?
Dr. Walsh. Oh, yeah, this is Dr. Walsh's office.
Do you have an appointment?
Oh, what makes you think that?
Mr. Henry, excuse me. Dr. Walsh said it'll be another 15 minutes, so if you'd like a cup of coffee...
No, thanks.
So you do have an appointment?
Yes.
Are you sick? What's wrong with you?
All My Children, brought to you by J.C. Penney, doing it right.
Save all that macho posturing for somebody who's interested in... No one respects my beloved wife or my niece more than I do.
You could have fooled me.
Yeah, same here. You don't respect me, and you don't respect Dixie. That is the whole problem. You think we're stupid if we don't agree with everything you say.
It's nonsense.
No, it isn't. If we had your respect, you would hear us. You would know. You would listen. You would hear what is in our hearts. Oh, no, why do you keep making the same mistake over and over and over, Palmer? I mean, why can't you be a little more like Tad here? He loves his wife, and he respects her good judgment. So if she decides that she wants to, give her brother half a chance, then that is her choice. And me and Tad, we are behind her 100% of the way. Isn't that right, sugar?
What?
You see? There. Now, why can't you just be a little more like Dad. He knows how to treat a woman. He understands about equality in relationship because unlike some stuck-in-the-mud old coots who shall remain nameless, Tad he's secure and he's sensitive enough so that he doesn't have to control every person, everything that walks into his life. Tad's enlightened. He is a man of the 90s. He is a man who is not afraid to trust the woman that he loves.
Get a hook. Why don't you lay off a little bit, Ma?
I'll lay off of him just the minute he lays off Adele. Now, Petey and me, we didn't move back in here just so that you could start pushing us around again. You remember what happened the last time you tried that.
All right, I get the point.
So you're going to stop screaming bloody murder every time the subject of Adele comes up, and you'll quit calling me names whenever I defend him? You'll be nice to him when he comes to the house?
Darling, just don't blame me when your fair-haired boy turns out to be an axe murderer, or even worse.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open for axes. Now, I gotta make it quick or I'll be late for lunch. You're serious about this, I hope.
I'm always serious, Opal.
I think you're a good influence. Oh, I'll love it when you're reasonable. All right, I'll see you later.
Is she gone?
Mm-hmm.
This is all your fault.
My fault?
You
I'm to be a good...
You always were a harebrained nincompoop. I thought with this Del Henry that you would suddenly be blessed with just a glimmer of sense. Fat chance. Oh, no, you're still a harebrained nincompoop.
Knock it off. I'm on your side.
You what? What did you say?
I said I'm on your side. I trust Del Henry about as much as you do.
Del, answer me. Are you sick?
Do I look sick?
Well, actually, no, you don't. But, you did say a little while ago you were very sick, that you almost died. Didn't you get better? Didn't you fully recover?
Me? Heck, Dixie, I'm as strong as 3 horses and a mule. Nothing's wrong with me.
Oh, good. Good, then. I guess this is just a checkup with Dr. Walsh?
No, it was an interview. I called him on the phone a couple of weeks ago about some research on this story that I'm writing, and he said just to stop by and I could talk to him in person.
Really? What kind of story?
It's a medical mystery thriller. And Dr. Walsh was nice enough to let me pick his brains. But it was nice for you to worry about me.
Well, I'm a patient advocate. It's my job to worry about sick people.
And you're glad I'm okay?
Of course I am.
Glad enough to have lunch with me? Nothing fancy. In the cafeteria, sandwich my treat, say in a half hour or so?
I don't know. I'm kind of busy today.
Dixie, now you're the one that's going to get sick if you don't eat.
I'm going to pick up some yogurt for lunch. Don't worry.
Dixie, honey, it's just lunch. No strings attached. I mean, you don't have to invite me to that family reunion of yours or anything. Just break a little bread with me like you promised.
Okay, lunch.
Great.
Half hour, cafeteria.
Half hour. I will be there.
You think there's a chance that Dimitri and I can get back together? How would that happen, mental telepathy? I haven't even heard from him. Not since he left here without saying goodbye.
Maybe he's waiting to hear from you.
Wait, from me? Well, then he can wait till he rots. He said a lot of cruel and hateful things. I am certainly not going to go crawling back and ask for more.
Well, I imagine his finding out about you and me, that probably hit him pretty hard, huh?
Yes, of course it did. But for heaven's sakes, Jack, you know something? You men, you are not the mysterious creatures that you would like to think you are. I mean, of course, when Dimitri found out what happened between you and me, he was hurt and angry and upset. But I've been hurt, angry, and upset with him plenty of times over the last 6 months, and I've gotten over it. Now it's his turn.
You know, this sounds a lot like the case of the irresistible force, meaning the immovable object. Maybe if you went to him...
Went to him?
Yeah, you know, try to explain it.
You mean you want me to make the first move again? What is wrong with you? What is with you? Why are you acting like this matchmaker?
Well, I'm not acting like any kind of a matchmaker,
well,
believe me.
Well, the next thing you will be doing, you'll be suggesting marriage counseling.
No, I think maybe counseling for all involved might be a good idea, actually.
All? Look, if this is all the idiocy you have to say to me, you can leave now because I have a lunch date and I don't want to be late.
Sit right down here. Now, I came over here to apologize, not to harass. I'm just trying to figure out the lay of the land here, Erica. I took quite a sucker punch when I walked in here the other day, not knowing what was going on between you and Dimitri. So, now I'm going to ask you up front. Do you want to work this thing out with Dimitri or not?
I did. But obviously Dimitri doesn't. Dimitri won't even try to understand my point of view. When I reminded him that we were separated, that he was suing me for divorce, that I really was free to be with whomever I chose, he said horrible things to me. Horrible. He called me a liar. He accused me of doing terrible things.
Such as?
Such as leading you on. Such as breaking up your marriage. And such as pitting you against Dimitri.
So are you?
Let me just get this straight. Erica slept with Jack that night, then she reconciled with you the next morning. You didn't find out about Jack till after the reconciliation?
So what?
So the only thing standing between you and Erica is she didn't apologize?
Oh, come on, get this straight, Edmund. I don't need your brotherly advice.
I'm not giving it to you, all right? Far be it from me. I'm just trying to unscramble the circumstances around this event.
What, the event? You make it sound like a nuclear accident.
Well, judging from the way you look, I'd say it's pretty damn close to one. Look, I'm not taking Erica's side, all right? You got that straight? I just want to get her point of view. Now, think about this. She saw you and the whole Marick clan at Nexus, right, that night. She saw you with Kendall. She saw you dancing with Kendall. She thought you guys were lovers. She thought that you were divorcing her.
I was there. I remember.
All I'm saying is that the circumstances are such that
Well, forget the circumstances. Erica has already said all this, and it doesn't make any difference. She slept with another man.
Dimitri, I know. She told you she loves you.
That is not love. Sleeping with Jack was some sick scheme she designed to get even. She wants to play games. Let her play them with Jack.
Look, Jack, would you please at least give me credit where it is due? I mean, if I were working on some sort of a scheme, I would be far more clever than that. No, I did not spend the night with you. I did not sleep with you to make Dimitri jealous. Far from it. I'm the one who never wanted him or anyone else to find out, remember? I was furious when Dimitri found out.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't lie. Just flat out deny it.
The thought crossed my mind. The option certainly was something I considered, believe me.
I guess you figured you couldn't get away with it.
Oh, please. I certainly have gotten away with far more outrageous lies than that. No, the reason I told the truth is because it finally hit me. That if Dimitri can't love me, knowing all about me, everything there is to know, then he can't love me at all, can he?
Not in my book.
So Dimitri wants me to go crawling back to him and beg for his forgiveness. Well, that will never happen, Jack. Because you and I, we slept together in New York because we wanted to. Both of us. I'm not ashamed. And I have nothing to ask forgiveness for. But Dimitri does. Dimitri's the one who should be ashamed. Because he is a stubborn, narrow-minded jerk. And he's the one who should come crawling to me to beg my forgiveness.
Couldn't agree with you more. But what if he doesn't?